What I've learned about dengue fever 2019. To start with, I'm not a medical professional of any kind or an expert on dengue fever. Nothing in this video should be considered medical advice. Everything in this video I learned from visiting websites on the internet. I'll link some of them below. So, what is dengue fever? Dengue fever is a disease caused by a family of viruses and is transmitted by mosquitoes. In order to infect someone, the mosquito first has to bite someone already infected with dengue. In other words, they don't just have dengue fever naturally, they have to bite a person that's already infected with dengue and then bite a non-infected person. Not everyone infected with dengue displays symptoms. Those that have symptoms can expect severe joint and muscle pain, headache, especially behind the eyes, swollen lymph nodes, fever, exhaustion, and rash. For some, especially children younger than 10, the disease can be fatal. As of August 2019, 622 people, mainly children, in the Philippines have died from dengue. The Philippines isn't the only place someone could catch dengue. The disease is commonplace throughout Southeast Asia, China, India, the Caribbean, Mexico, Central and South America. In other words, any tropical climate. Even South Texas, Florida, Louisiana, and Hawaii have reported cases of dengue. So how can someone be sure if they have dengue? The symptoms, for starters, but there is also a blood test for it. There's actually more than one kind of blood test for it. The one I'm familiar with tests, it checks for low blood platelets. And if the person has low blood platelets, they most likely have dengue fever. The prevention of dengue fever. There is a vaccine that's approved by the U.S. FDA. It was approved in May 2019, but it's expensive by Filipino standards. Each treatment costs 1,000 pesos, so it isn't widely used outside the United States. The best way to avoid getting dengue fever is to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes in the first place. So people should do all the common sense things that you do to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes. Wear light-colored clothing, stay indoors during dawn and dusk, use insect repellent, avoid areas that have a lot of mosquitoes. Sleeping in an air-conditioned room reduces exposure to mosquitoes, as well as sleeping under a mosquito net. The treatment of dengue fever. There is no special treatment for it. There's no medicine that people should take. There's nothing, no antiviral medicine for dengue fever. Most people that get dengue fever will need rest and oral hydration for about a week to 10 days. Acetaminophen, which is Tylenol, is recommended as a pain reliever, but aspirin is not because it could worsen bleeding complications. So that's mostly what I've learned about dengue fever, and once again, I am not an expert on the disease. If you have the symptoms of dengue fever, see a doctor right away and do your own research online. So, thanks for watching.